go. Swizzy, he the chef. I like my lunch gross. Just look up, bro. That the scuds go. I see the. But where did bro go? To the unknown. Only way he coming back is through his unbones. If you see what's in my bag, think I'm a lord. It's empty when I give it back. Now where's the uproar? What the though? Where the love go? 5, 4, 3, 2. I let one go. Wow, get the though. I don't bluff, bro. At your head like a buffalo. What the though? Where the love go? 5, 4, 3, 2. I let one go. Wow, get the though. I don't bluff, bro. At your head like a buffalo.
What's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. For real. What's up, keep the rest. Hey, I got that check-in to go. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No cost. I want that cost. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. Good drip. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out kites to putting it in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hanging and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie got the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check-in to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No cost. I want that cost. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands in your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get the fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my at the back that like a pogo. Don't do these they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a pollo. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. Finna got in the gently. Ain't being friends with these when I was down out of Soho.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly as they get ready to match up with Andrew Luck and the Indianapolis Colts. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now it's Ajayi. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Lion! What's this up?
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And the long taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Come on.
On first down, Wentz throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Quincy Wilson in on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's going to let one flip, and that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Golden Tate, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A shotgun snap for Luck. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
6-7-4.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Wide open receiver complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Let's go.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hurry!
To throw on 2nd down is Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Decker, the intended receiver, He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. They really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Ajayi with the benefit of a full training camp behind him, excelling in this Eagle backfield as they come up on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Mike Wallace, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And, man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Lott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here we go. 20. Back. Run. Click on.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Click on. 74.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot and they connected there and picked up a first down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wentz going to throw right side, taken in by Wallace. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Colts coming out now. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him 2 yards on that play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
You're right.
From the gun, here's Luck. Looking deep for Hilton. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give them a good 10 yards on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Great.
This is Ajayi. Ajayi hit. He lost the football. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6.
There we go. Back. 120. Goal.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. Flushed out right. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. T.Y. Hilton deep for the Colts. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. To throw is Luck. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Luck on 1st down. Complete to Hilton. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. To the air again, Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. That pick-6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30.
Strong right.
Fresh off the pick-6, it's Luck. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Single receiver. Hey, you're in an island.
Out of the gun, Luck. Looking deep for Hilton. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's 2nd down.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick-6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Here's Luck. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And this